Hello everybody, today I am doing a tutorial and I'm going to be showing you guys how to, I'm going to be making a little guide to beginners of Scratch. I won't be doing a tutorial on how to create an account, but if you want to see that in a separate video, just let me know, just in case you want to do that. And yeah, I'm only going to be doing a tutorial on the code and stuff today, but yeah, so to start the project, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just press create. You just create this new project here. There we go. Okay, so it should come up with this loading screen here. Can take a. There we go. So this is your Scratch project, as you can see here. Now, this is called a sprite. This thing. This is basically a character or a part of the game. Yeah, kind of like a part. You've got the code, costumes, and sounds tab up here. The sound, so let me just go into the code first. So, code, pretty self-explanatory, just the coding to program this little cat here. Costumes is where you can design the character, so here you can, so if I remove his head here, you can see that it removes on this big screen up here as well, and if I can just undo that and it'll come back. Then there's this other costume here, which is him moving. So this is for little animations, these costumes usually, but you can use them for other things as well. So first I'm going to show you the basics. So if I pull out this block here, this is a go-to block. Now this is the X and Y position, which pretty much is coordinates. If you've ever done coordinates, you may have, if you've ever done advanced coordinates, maybe you may have seen this before. This is where he is on the screen. So if I move him, you can just pick him up and move him wherever you want. If I move him up in the corner here, you can see that the X position changes because this is how far he is sideways, and the Y is how high he is up and down. So the higher the higher he is, the higher the Y number is. The lower he is, the lower the Y number is, and the more to this side, the higher, and it changes to negative numbers there. And so if I then type 0, 0, it's nothing. So he is in the middle. And this go-to block, you can just type in any kind of coordinates. So let's just type in whatever this is. You can see he goes up there where I told him to, with the 200 here and the 213 here. So that will come in really useful in your coding career, whatever you want to call it. And then there's also what else is important here? This one, point and direction. This is pretty much literally whatever direction he's pointing in. So if you click on this little thing here, it says direction. You can move this little arrow and he will turn with it, which is really cool. And then you can just, if he's in direction 90, then he will be just normally, normal straight, as you can see here. So then that there, and then similar to the other one, you can just kind of do this. It won't change him on there, but then when you click it, it will. So if I just want to point him some random ass thing like this, and then click that, he points in that direction there. If I do 0, he will point like that. So you want to do 90, and that will get them straight. And then, so this is also extremely important, this bit. So this is the events. So the events is where you start the top of your code. So I can do a when flag is clicked. That is this button up here, the flag. And then I can add in a go to for, let's just do that same value as before. And it should go up there when we press the flag. There you go, he goes up there as soon as we place the flag, as soon as we do the flag. And then if I do 0, 0, it goes back to the middle. And that is really useful as well. There's also other ones, such as when the sprite is clicked. So if I did when the sprite is clicked, go to that same place again. Oh, whoops. Yep, and then use that, and he will click him, he'll go up there. That is really useful for loads of things, for clicking buttons and stuff like that. And yeah, so let's just bring him back to the middle of the page here. And this, so now we're going to get into broadcast messages. These are used a bit more, these are a bit more complex than all this. When I started Scratch, I was not using these. And then this is messages. So what you can do, if I did broadcast this thing here, I don't know what this is, but if I want to broadcast this, you can see it does broadcast. And then if I do, when I receive that, go to back to this value again. Oh my god, there we go. If I do that and do a when flag is clicked, go to the middle, just so that is organized, and then click this, he'll go up there when I click that. So now I can do stuff like when the key space is pressed. So this is just whatever key is pressed. It's got every single key on the keyboard. Well, most of them. It's not where you got shift, and it's got space though, stuff like that. But then if I do that and then click it, if I press the space, he should move up there, and that is really useful for stuff like that. And yeah, so now I'm gonna show you this block here. Change X by 10, and if you can right click these scripts and you can duplicate like that. And if I do a -10 here, if I change the X by 10 and click that, just click that, it should move to the side by 10 of these numbers here, by 10 numbers here. And then if I do it by -10, it should do it by -10. And what, so, bring it back to 0. So then the same is with the Y. So if I press this, it will go up. If I do minus, it will go down. And that is really, really useful. And if I want to do a when key up arrow is pressed, and then change the Y, remember the Y is up and down, so change the Y by 10, and if I want to do a down arrow and change it by -10, which means we're going down, and then the left and right, so that would be then, if it's left, then it would be -10, if it was right, it would be 10. So now, if I go up and down, you can, if I press the arrow keys, you can see that he will move around, and it's really, really cool. And yeah, it is really cool. And you can see the code running as I press the arrow keys. You can see the different blocks lighting up, and that's really nice. So, and then just delete all this here. So I'm going to show you what these are. So there's the repeat loops. Now, if I want to do a repeat, in case you don't want to like just keep pressing the arrow keys, you can do this. Change X by 10, repeat 10. You can change this value if you want. And then a when flag's clicked. I'm also going to add a go to 0 here, just so it resets it. And then you can see that he moves. And that is really, really cool. And then also in that control thing, there is wait. So this is how long you want it to wait. So if I do wait, wait 1 second, you can see that it will take 1 second to go back there, and then I could maybe do this. So this is, so then it makes 1 second and it moves. So that is really cool as well. There's also forever loops, which just make it go on forever and ever until you stop the project, and that will do this. So as you can see, he is still going, but he has reached the edge. And if I move him back, he will keep on going because it's not going on forever. And if I stop the project, you can see that the code would stop. And I can move him back and nothing happens. This stuff's a bit more advanced. I will get onto that in the next tutorial. That's a bit advanced. I'll show you this. The rest of this all goes in with the other advanced stuff. This is a pick random block. This is pick random 1 to 10. So if I want to do, I can actually put this inside of here, and I can do, it will change the X by the pick random 1 to 10 steps, 1 to 10 number things. And if I do that, you can see that it does kind of like go like glitch a bit. Well, not glitch, but it changes it by click random. You might want to notice you can change these values as well. So I could do 10 to 30, and this would, of course, yeah, it kind of just makes them go faster because the values are higher, and that is really, really cool. There's also my blocks where you can make your own blocks. Variables, a bit more advanced. Options, a bit more advanced. Sensing, a bit advanced. Control, not really, but about half of it is advanced. This is all basic stuff. Sound, right. So sound is pretty self-explanatory. You just play the sound. So as you can see on the sounds, I have the sound meow here, and that is the meow sound. And then if I just simply click this script, you'll hear him play that sound. So that is really cool. And if I do a when flag's clicked, play that and go to the 0, 0 spot, which we've been talking about. Hold on, let me turn that up. There you go, he plays the sound. And then there's also a start sound. So this will make him play it until done, and then it will run the rest of the code if you do. So if I do a forever, and then go, and then just, I don't know, turn 15 degrees, this will just turn him, yeah, that way. And then if I do that, it plays the whole sound before it does that. But if I do a start, it doesn't need to do that, and it just keeps doing it. So it doesn't play it fully until it does that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. That is some basic Scratch programming for you. I will probably end up making a more advanced one for coders who want to be more advanced, and there is other tutorials online if you want to watch them as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.